These are all different kinds of beads I've used. Here I've used pearl plastic beads. These are glass beads. These are Moroccan glass beads. These are again more beads. Glass beads. These are glass beads, but these have got a crystal on the side.
So Payal, you can keep hot stuff on that?
Absolutely right.
Okay.
Obviously, you can't keep like a pot on it. You know, you can't keep like one dekchi from your kitchen. You can't come and keep that on this. So,
okay.
It's glass. See, basically, these are glass beads. So you can keep your cups on it, like your coffee cup, your tea cup. You can keep that. You can keep a bowl of something on it. In fact, I have a bowl. One, I don't know where that is gone actually. I think that's been stolen already. These are also glass beads. So you get the beads like this. I'll show you how you get the beads also. You get beads like this in strings. Like these are the thin crystals. These are the glass beads which I was using. These kinds are made with these kind of beads. And we get all different types. I'm going to make some with these also. If you want, I can post them on the group because I haven't started with these small ones yet. That's about it. These are how you get the beads. You get them in strings like this. So normally it's 30 to 60 rupees a string depending on the quality of your string. Okay, I normally use invisible thread, that is 25.25 gauge. So you can just see it's almost invisible. You can see it. Yeah. But for this tutorial, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using normal thread. So you can see it and much bigger beads than what I normally work with. Okay. So the first thing you need for these type is a ring. So what I have used here are my daughter's old bangles. You can use metal rings, you can use adult size bangles, anything you want. So you start with tying a knot on this. I don't know how well these beads will sit. So it's a very basic stitch what I'm showing you today, and it's very simple. It's very close to this back stitch we had learned when we were in school, but with beads in the center of it. One second, I managed to knot this string up.
What type of thread is this, Paya?
This is normal stitching thread I've taken, but I normally work with invisible thread. So I've taken this thread.
What is invisible thread? Thread, it's like fisherman's twine, is it?
Yes. But it's much finer than the fish. See, this is the fisherman's twine. If you see, this is the fisherman's twine, but this is very thick.
Yeah.
You can see how thick this is?
Yeah. I use it now for all my accessories.
Yeah. So what I use this, see this, you can see the difference in the gauge.
Yeah. So it won't snap off this if we use ordinary thread.
It's silicon. This is silicon thread. Yeah. So I've purposely taken a dark color. Otherwise, with that, even fisherman's twine or invisible thread, you won't be able to see it. So we'll just see I'm doing something, but you will not be able to. And I've just made a big knot in this. And you need to take a long length of thread for this. And you have to be very careful initially because this thread will get knots in it. Because you need to take at least 2-3 meters of thread in this. Or otherwise, if you don't take it, you will have to keep putting in. You'll have to keep adding onto the thread.
So you need a bigger needle? No.
No, you need a small needle because of the gauge of, see the beads, the gauge is very small.
Okay.
So what I normally do is, I use a number 9 needle normally. Okay, so See, this is the gauge of this. You can see the whole of this.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't see if I'm showing it to you also.
So fine needle can go, yeah.
You can see this.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
So this is what normally it looks like. So this is a number 9 needle which I'm using, which is absolutely thin with the invisible thread, which you can barely see.
Okay, yes, yes.
Yeah, and this is what the work in progress actually looks like.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm just showing you very roughly on a bigger bead, so because otherwise a smaller size bead, you have tried it, nobody will see it at all.
So how do you get that round shape?
The round shape, you start off on a ring. So I've used old bangles here. So see, I like to upcycle stuff. I don't really like, I like to make the best of what I have in the house, because I don't believe in throwing things out easily. I'm just stuck here right now with this string actually.
So you're showing us the ring?
Yeah, it's a ring. This is the ring.
Ah.
It's
So
a bangle.
that is the
Bangle.
That is the inner circle of those beads or outer circle? Inner circle, no?
Inner circle.
Ah.
It depends on. It depends. See, I said I'm upcycling stuff which I have in the house already. So if you have to go and buy, you can even buy a smaller ring. That is not a problem at all.
So you have to ask for coaster ring.
No, just buy any bangles. It's a bangle. It's a child's.
It's a bangle. Huh.
Yeah, it's a baby bangle.
Okay, okay.
So you can buy rings. You can, curtain rings, metal rings. You just go to any of these craft shop and ask him for metal rings. They have lots of. There were lots of choice. I'm just starting with these fat beads. Okay. So it's easier to see. That's what I'm saying. Whenever you're starting, you always start with 2 beads on your needle.
But we can't see.
So
We can only see you. I think the camera should be on what you're doing on your table or whatever.
There is 2. Just see that I've logged in.
That one is very far. It needs to be pinned.
Then I don't know what to do because.
Wait. I will pin it. No, I am also not able to pin it. That's so showing along with Roy and all only. I am having that problem. Now we can see.
I haven't done anything different. I think you have.
No, I have pinned that. I double clicked that one.
Okay, fair enough. So it's very simple. You just tie a knot and you put 2 beads on it like this.
Okay.
Okay. Then you take the needle, go under the ring.
Okay.
And put it through the first hole. The first hole of the first bead.
Okay.
So this is what it looks like.
Yeah. So this way it will go round that.
Yeah, you have to keep doing, and then go back to the first bead and just anchor it properly so it doesn't.
Hold it a little higher. We can't see.
1 second. A little higher is.
You all have to double click that, then you will see it big. It's clear actually to me. I don't know about you all.
Double click what?
The one in which she is working out, no, so that you can see that white thing that she has spread, all these bleeds, the earlier ones she has made. Double click on that.
Okay.
Then you will see that in the main screen.
She's not there on the screen only now.
No, she is there on my screen.
There are 2. I can't see nothing. She's not on.
So the one on which you can see the work in progress, there is yellow, there is mustard. She's taking out all the beads. There are earlier coasters, black, red. And there's a maroon one which she has prepared.
No, she's not there on my screen.
Roy, I think you can put Payal on the pin both her this.
I have pinned both. You just if it's on a mobile, you just slide it. And when you get her, you pin her.
It's difficult actually to see on a mobile. You need to see it on your laptop only.
Both her frames have been pinned.
So I'm just continuing, just adding the beads one by one. It's basically, it's only one thing, but it is repetition. That's all you have to do.
So you add two beads at a time.
Only the first bead you add 2. After
Ah.
that, you just add 1.
Yeah. And then again you go round it and then go into
Like
the
this.
first one.
And when the big beads are bigger, no, it's better you keep it on a flat surface. Otherwise, it starts dancing. So you just keep it, take the needle, put it under the ring, okay, and pull it, and put it back through the
Put it
bottom.
in the last one, yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like this, and just tighten it up. But make sure you're keeping on tightening it. You know, otherwise what will happen if you don't tighten it, it will be loose. So see here I'm using black thread. Okay. Just so that you can see it. If you use invisible thread or even a fishing twine, that is absolutely, in fact, that's better because then that can't be seen also.
Payal, fishing twine goes into which needle? What size needle fishing twine goes into?
That goes into a 10 or 11.
Okay, thanks.
What I do is, see, even fishing twine, you get it in different gauges. So I go to the shop, I will buy it, and I will ask him, show me needles for this one. Even if I have it at home, I just buy an extra needle and come. This costs 2 rupees half the time now. And then it's better to have an extra one at home than to not have the right one and have to go back to the shop.
No, I tie a thread to it with a needle to the fishing twine because none of my needles get into it. That's why I thought you are the right person to tell me.
Okay.
So this is a good idea to ask.
Get packets of needles like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's trial and error. Whichever gets into it, it gets into it.
No, but this is a good idea to ask the shopkeeper only which
I go there only.
So he'll give you the right one now.
Yeah, because they have the whole variety of it, no?
Yeah.
So let's see, this one I'm using wooden beads and I'm using a normal cotton thread in this. So you can keep a hot pot on it, no problem. You just, cook something and bring it. You can even bring that.
You get all these assorted colors or you can buy one color only?
No, you get assorted colors actually.
Oh, not one color at a time.
So this is a bag. So you get bags like this. These are big beads. I don't normally use. These are my children's beads which I have stolen actually. So when they come, they'll be quite unhappy that I'm using their beads. So as I said, no, I use smaller beads. So, see, these are the beads I normally use. You can see these?
Yeah, small like the ones that you use for necklace.
Yeah. These are the same necklace kind of beads. And see, these are thinner beads.
So from where do you buy it? Where are you based, Payam?
I'm in Lokhandwala. But these I actually go to a shop in Malad to buy them.
Acha.
Because I do artificial jewelry. So there's a whole market there for artificial jewelry things, components.
So where in Malad?
It is near Somwar market.
And where is Somwar market? This is like Choti Almari.
So I'll tell you what, you used to go from, where the bread craft is. So what I do is I just put the GPS, I put the shop address, I put the GPS, and I just go wherever it takes me. Even I don't know exactly how, what, and all that. But
so you'll post the name on the group?
I'll post the name on the group.
Okay.
Post the name on the group. So there's this shop. It's a whole market actually. It's not only 1 or 2 shops. There are like 200-300 shops there with different stuff. But it's for anybody who's interested in hobby art and stuff like that. It's a very interesting place to go to.
So it's a type of market like Bhuleshwar, I think.
Yeah, it's like Bhuleshwar market kind of small shops everywhere. But again, the quality and all that also is different in every shop, Because see, we are not experts in knowing polishing and all that, no? So,
Joyce is able to see now?
No.
just check the other one, no? Because there is one I can only see my hands and my face is not there.
I
That
don't
one
know
is not to
that.
be seen, the one with your face now. Only the,
Yeah,
it's there.
that.
The other one is also there, yeah.
So now I've done the first layer. Okay, I was continuing doing it. So this is what the first layer looks like. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
want, you can use beads on the inside. Okay, I'll just show you one more what I have done.
Rosie, I don't know how to pin. That is the thing.
No, now two pictures are there of her. No, Joyce, I will guide you. One
Where are the-
where you can see only the face, and one is the table with all these colors and all that.
I can
So-
see her face, but I don't know.
No, so you have to go for the other one on which she's working. That one you double click. Go to the end of the gallery. It must be there.
Acha.
So see, this one I have put beads on the inside also. If you can see here.
No, now you're holding it too high, Payal. No, you have to bring it down to your
Oh,
table.
sorry. So
Ah,
you can see.
now we can see.
Yeah. So this I have put beads on the inside.
Flat beads.
Flat. These are flat beads. These are Moroccan glass beads.
Ah.
Yeah. So there are different types of beads. See again, you can pick up whatever you feel suits your budget or your need. So like see, this is also glass bead. So this is very nice for like a cup of coffee or something. If you keep it like this, you know. You can see this.
No, little high.
Yes, we can see. Now Joyce, we have to ask whether she can see or not.
No, I cannot see. I don't know what to do.
1 second, 1 second. In what view are you? Are you in speaker view, gallery view? What view are you in? Click that thing on top which shows view. Joyce, on the right side, right hand side, right on top. View.
Okay.
You are in which view? Speaker view, gallery view?
There is no view here.
No, view has to be there in Zoom. And exit full screen. All these three are there.
So now I'm just tying a knot on this. Okay. In the center, see if you can see this now.
Yes.
In the center of the string, I'm just tying a knot. And I'm going to start a different color. I think I'll take pink. Pink will look nice. No?
So you don't cut the thread, you'll use it till the end.
No, I didn't cut the thread at all. I just tied a knot on it.
You tied a knot, yes.
So the first bead you always take two when you're doing it on a string, no? You always take two the first because otherwise you'll have a lot of thread hanging on the side. So it's the same thing. If you know what a backstitch is like on stitching, it's very similar. So you go through it and you have to anchor it on the bottom thread. So how we first anchored it on the ring.
Sean, see now I got.
Yeah.
Now they're telling me to pin her because she's working on a table which I cannot see.
Pin means double click that one on the table on which she is working, not the one in which you can see her face and all.
1 minute.
Can you see the two
It's done.
windows in which she is to be seen?
Yes, Rosie.
So click on the one with the table, not in which where you can see
Okay,
her
thank
face
you.
only. Double click.
Thank you. I
Got
found
it
it.
now?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Now click on the top and see view is also there. You said view is not there. Right hand side on top.
Yeah, it's there.
So you're in which view now?
1 minute.
It will show a tick mark on speaker if you're on speaker view, or gallery if you're on gallery view, or if you're in full screen.
I am
Anyway,
full
leave it.
screen.
Now to see the poster.
So as complicated as this looks, it's actually very, very simple to do. Yeah. So you can see the second layer also building up right now. So you just add in a bead take the hook from the bottom string, and from the top part of the bead, just put in your thread.
So how many rows one has to make?
So it actually depends. Like if I'm making a coaster, I normally make it little bigger than my cups in the house. So you can see the pretty design. Like see this one, I have put crystals on it. You can see this on the corner. Because I'll tell you what, when you're doing it, no, if you can see the side of this, it has a very ugly looking thread line.
That's why you put those green ones.
Yes. So then you can't see, when it becomes like this, you can't see any string.
Yeah.
So I'll show you how to do that also now.
So crystal is expensive?
Not really. Not really. These ones, I think I paid 30 rupees for up to 80 beads.
So you have to buy in numbers, huh? You have
You have to
tell
buy a string.
in string form. Okay, yeah.
But actually, most of the shops have it. Actually, any of these art and craft shops, you know, they keep it. What I'm
Nice.
going to do,
Pretty colors.
yeah, colors come very nice and bright nowadays, actually.
So how
And
much for this one which you're holding in your hand now?
This one?
For a string?
This simple one, this is 20 rupees for a string, actually.
Yeah.
You can see.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So this is transparent. So what happens is sometimes if you're making, no, it's easier to use transparent because in the color it matches everything.
Yeah. So now you're going to put this finally so that the thread is not seen.
Yeah. So this is what
You're
I've already
showing us
done.
that.
Because of this, I'm going to add the crystal on the side. Now you'll know how to do the basic, right?
Yeah, we have to, you actually do it ourselves, then only we will know. Seeing
That
you
is
doing
another.
it, yeah.
So now because this is so thin, no, I will not be able to use a thicker thread. So I'm using the invisible thread, if you can see. So the first thing is you have to, you know, put this in the center. You have to anchor the first one. Make sure it goes firmly inside here.
But for this entire one, you used invisible thread only, no?
Yeah, for the smaller ones, I use invisible thread.
No, for the purple one, what
Yeah,
color is
for the
that?
purple
Blue?
one, it's invisible.
Purple, purple is visible thread. Okay.
Side, I don't know if you can, how clearly you can see.
So then you made a knot for the purple one and made a new knot for this invisible thread.
No, the whole thing is invisible thread only.
Okay, everything is invisible thread.
Yeah, everything. So then I put 2 crystals on this. Okay. And then I take the next purple bead and I will put it through. Like this.
Because the beads are small, you're putting two.
Yeah, because the beads
Because
are small.
one will not be visible.
One also you can put. See where I put one, no, I'll show you these different ones. So here I've put only one. But these are a bigger size bead.
No, it's very high. You have
These
to
are
bring
bigger.
it down. Yes, correct.
You can see this bead is so small.
Yes.
Actually, this green bead is much bigger in size.
These are bigger, yes. Green, no?
Yeah, the green ones, the crystals on this are much bigger.
Yeah.
So I've used only one there. But see, I've got these flat beads also, if you can see these here. These are flat crystals.
Oh.
Yeah.
These
So
are
I've
big
done
ones. Yes.
So I've alternated one flat crystal and a white bead here.
Yeah.
And these are basically, they're called crystal, but they're all glass beads only.
You get multicolored ones also?
Actually, it depends on where you're picking up from. It all depends. See, I've put in 2 beads.
By mistake, you put the other one, yes.
Yeah. I had to put a bead. I put a...
Yeah, talking.
Yeah. So this is actually very, very simple. If you just keep It's just an in and out step. That's it. You know? But it is
Beautiful, no? So very artistic.
and they're so much nicer than buying the coasters in the market actually.
True.
The market coasters, the quality and all you're getting nowadays is either too expensive. So Fab India has something like this they have, something similar for 1200 rupees for one coaster.
It's high. Okay, they are selling ready-made ones.
Yeah, similar beads, not the same, but very close to the same beads they use. And they are charging 1200 for one coaster. So with this, I created this whole thing. I used 3 rows of beads. So the beads are 60 rupees. These are expensive ones. I used 60 rupees ka 3 strings. So 180 rupees. So 200 rupees I created this.
Yeah.
You know. So if you go to the shop, you will get posters for you get different budget posters, but then you won't get pretty ones. And then plus if I'm doing nothing at home, it's a good time pass also too. So you can see how this is getting now on this side.
Yeah.
So I think Roy has learned many things now. We should test Roy on all these skills very soon.
Now I'm going to start my pile and company first.
But always be sure when you're doing this, to make sure you're pulling your string tight, because if you don't pull your string tight, you'll get some different design only.
Okay.
And if you use crystal beads, if you have yellow lights in your house, they all start getting sparkly and stuff. So they look even nicer then.
Yeah, that's true.
I will be boring people with this right now because I want to finish this line.
You're doing 2 beads at a time.
Yeah, the small beads I do too. So now, earlier we were only taking 1 bead, right? So now what we're doing, because we don't want the thread on the side, the raw thread, and we want this crystal here. So I'm putting, to cover the thread, I'm putting 2 of these white beads. And then I'm putting a big bead. So this is just to cover the thread and to give it an edge. You can even keep it plain if you don't mind the thread.
So we begin with a thread and then use this. invisible
Yeah.
thread?
Yeah. No, these ones have done the whole thing with invisible thread.
Okay.
I use the cotton thread just to show you all, because invisible thread, you wouldn't see it on the screen.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
And see, once you understand this, beads also know how one is in a different color between.
You sell these to stores, Payal?
Pardon?
You sell these to stores?
I sell some stuff, but I haven't started selling these yet. So a lot of my jewelry, a lot of people, what I do is I sell to influencers actually, and to a lot of people who work with the stars and, who are in charge of costumes and stuff like that. I sell to a lot of those kinds. So a lot of my stuff is on TV, and a lot of the TV serials and all that, they buy a lot of my stuff.
You have two daughters, Payal?
Yes.
You are the one who used to go with Julie to KSM?
Yes.
Hey, then you must be knowing me. No, I used to come with Julie.
Yeah.
Remember me?
Yes, I remember you.
See, if
But now I'm with FOLG. I don't go to
Listen, if I
KSM.
keep my video off, then you can't see me. So I put my video on now for you too.
Oh yeah, I don't see a video only.
Does Julie know this? That you do
Pardon?
all this?
Yeah. Julie too used to be one of my biggest customers for my earrings.
Acha. She has never told me this till today. Huh?
Okay.
So you have been going?
Rosie,
Yeah.
for that you need Roy.
So I don't go to KSM anymore, Rosie.
Me too.
Okay. So where are you going now?
Online. Why to waste so much time and all that to go here? And it really takes hours going there.
Okay. So now I'm a leader with FOLJ.
Acha. Ankit Sajwan.
Yes.
So he has something in Bombay, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we are running for him.
Okay. This is what has happened in lockdown. People have run away.
People like me have landed up in Delhi.
So now you're in Delhi?
No, I'm in Bombay, but our church is in Delhi.
That I know. No, he's the Delhi based.
Yeah. So we run the Bombay church for him.
Acha.
So now I'm also coming to the end of my string, which is not a very good idea. But how much long string can you take also, no? It all gets knots in it.
So if the thread is growing small, you will end it with a knot and then put another one?
Yeah. But you have to just make sure the knot is inside a bead. Then you can't even make out that there's a knot in there.
Iron, the fine thread is plastic thread,
Yes.
but
This
does it knot up easily or does it open out?
No, this knots up because it's a softer thread. So the thicker the gauge you take, it's more stiffer. The thinner the gauge, it's softer.
So no need of burning it after you tie the knot?
I do burn it. I have a lighter somewhere.
Okay.
But, you know. But what happens also when you burn it, sometimes it gets burnt a bit too much and then your work body can start breaking because of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can see this right now, how it's looking. So between every two, there's a little bit of space. So we will also do we will have to cover that space also. You can keep it like this also if you like. But the correct technique is there shouldn't be space. I made a mistake here.
You put the purple one before.
Yeah, I did that right now. It is absolutely fine because I'm human.
Yeah.
And remember, nothing is such a big thing that you can't rectify it.
Yeah.
Okay, now, since my string has actually come out, I'm not going to struggle putting it back in. I'll just tie another knot. So the knot you have to make sure the knot is very secure actually, because you keep pulling on the string. That's so you just do a double knot like this here, like this. Okay, and then you take this and how you would tie a knot on shoelaces. You tie it one direction like this, and then you turn it. Okay, so each
Little lower, we cannot see your hand.
Oh, sorry. So
Thanks.
it's just a knot. It's just a knot.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure that it's tight.
Okay.
Yeah. And see, if you're using normal fishing line, your knot would never come so tight. So you always check the tension of your knot. Okay. And you snip the edges away.
Okay.
So keep a little bit of space and snip the edges away. Now it's going to be fun because so I normally use a light to help me thread the needle. So using a light is actually faster for the needle to get threaded because it's such a fine needle now. And then the string is also so thin. You can even use your torch of your phone and things like that for it.
Okay.
Because then what happened that the string glows slightly, so it's easier to thread it.
Achha.
You
So
can't
just keep
use needle threadler.
It's too small for a threadler.
Okay, okay.
The number 9 needle, it's too small for the threadler.
Okay.
And see, now there's a knot, right? So you have to be a little careful until The knot goes into some bead. Also, taking out beads, take out little, otherwise they get all lost around the place. This is just my personal feedback. It's not a rule or something.
Yeah.
And then back on the string, if you don't need it, is another story. This is the last. So I'm just going to put only these two beads on it. And I'm going to connect it to this. I'm going to go on through these strings and just keep tying small knots everywhere so that it doesn't slip. Now what I'm going to do is, see again, you can see this, it's like teeth, in the center, you can see the holes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cover those up with another bead. So what happened, this is a dual purpose. So this also kind of strengthens your work. And I'll put one bead, go through the other two crystal beads. This is a very quick round. Okay. Do another bead and go through the other two crystal beads. And just make sure you tuck the bead in. So it's not hanging out or, coming out or something.
So this comes in between two crystal beads, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So see, this is how it's looking. Can you see this now? So I need some other color, something to put on.
Where is it?
You see this works. Can you see this better on like this?
Yes, yes.
Better, right? So,
Yes.
see, earlier. So if you know how to use a needle and a thread, you can easily do beading like this. It's so easy to do. Only it takes time and patience. Oh, this is what I've been warning about. Long strings with lots of knots.
You don't take a back stitch in this?
No, you don't take a back stitch because you're going over it anyway, right? If
Yeah.
you want, you can even start to tie knots in the center. That's also a good idea, actually. So you can just do a little bit of a knot after every
Not
3,
in
4
the center. Okay.
does tear or open up.
Yeah.
You know, like see, I've put in a knot here.
Okay.
And see, again, it's all depending on how you are going to be using it. Like
Yeah.
the cups and all that is going to be not going to be a problem as such.
Mm.
If you're using it, you know, under tea light or something. So a lot of people I know have been taking these to use them as candle bases, to put candles on top of it.
Yeah. It's good for that as well.
Yeah, because see, when you light the candle, like I don't have a candle here, but you can see the sparkle of the beads coming. Oh, sorry, my hands are.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yes,
you can
it
see
gives a
the,
different appearance.
can you see this?
Yeah.
The
But it
sparkle.
doesn't have
Very
any
nice.
effect when the wax melts. Sahil?
No, you put it under. See, the wax will be on top of it, right? And nowadays, candles, anyways, nobody uses plain candles. They're all in glasses. You know? So they will have a candle stand base or something. You know? So you put this on top of that. Even if you can put a tea light on it here in the center, no?
Yes.
I'm trying to see if I have one. I have one right here. So see, this is a tea light base. You can even put the plain tea light like this.
Yeah.
This is a stand for it. Actually, I'm sure you can even put this up like this and light your candle. Nothing is going to happen to it.
Okay. Mm.
It's up to you. I mean, again, everyone runs the house differently. And when you're learning this, so start with bigger beads, like these kind of beads,
Yeah.
and use thread which you are comfortable with. You can use plain cotton thread also. You can,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
fisherman's twine on those knots too thick. So what happens? The knots don't get tight. Like I'll show you that. So see this. If I'm using this, no, if I'm tying a knot, okay, see this is how the knot will be. You can see the knot opening up.
Yes. Because it's
You can see the-
thicker thread, no?
Yeah. So use a thinner gauge. Okay, now I'm using a very fine gauge because this is what I use for my jewelry.
Okay.
Okay. You can do a little medium one also because you get like I think 30 or 40 different types of string like this.
Okay.
So you get right from 1 mm to you get 25 mm.
All right. And you are using 25 mm.
So this is 0.25 what I'm using.
0.25. Okay.
So it depends. If you're in four bungalows, that Liberty shop is there, no?
Yeah.
They
Manish
have
Nagar.
all, yes, in Manish Nagar. They have everything.
Yeah.
What's
He's
the
even
name
got
of
this.
the shop? I didn't get it.
Liberty
Oh,
tailoring.
Liberty.
Liberty.
Okay.
See, again, it depends on how much you want to buy. If you want to buy 1 or 2, doesn't make sense going to Malad. You spend 200-300 rupees on the rickshaw only. You know. So if you want to just try to start, I'll send you the shop's name also in Malad. It's called Satra Traders. It's called Satra Traders, and they have thousands of things. You know. If you like to do hobbies, you'll go crazy in that shop because they've got everything.
Hmm.
In that market also, you can just walk up and down and you can see the different kinds of beads and stickers and stuff like that.
Acha.
So they have in fact even resin, craft, all the things for resin and all that at a much cheaper rate. It's a wholesale market actually. So this is almost done now.
Yeah.
I'm just finishing it off. That's about it. In fact, you can even do this with, if you're good with crochet, you can even use crochet and do this. Like I'm using a needle, but you can crochet the beads into circles around it. And even those look very, very pretty.
Okay.
So what stitch I've actually thought you is actually called a brick stitch.
Yeah.
To fix shoulders
So
around.
stitch,
Yeah.
Call that time.
Suzette fixed.
Shoulder.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed.
No.
so this stitch is called a brick stitch because it looks like, how bricks are laid, no? Alternate.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like that. So it's called a brick stitch because of that. Like bricks are not put in a same line, no? They're little,
Yeah.
overlap is there in those. So this is it for today actually. Any questions?
Questions we will have when we actually do it.
Anytime. I'm open to questions even later. But people still ask me about soap. People are still stuck about soap and wax culture. They ask how you made this, how you did that.
Acha.
So this is it. See, it's done.
Yeah, let's see the edging. Yeah. Oh, wow.
You see, this is the part where I haven't completed it yet because it's getting very boring for you all, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But you can even keep it like this. There is some are kept like that only, if you can see.
Yeah.
Even that looks, even these look pretty. It's up to your choice and what you feel looks good. Like here I've used only one bead. I've just used one thick bead. That's it. So even this has its own design, its own class.
Yeah.
The shop I go to is called Satra Traders. But then for some reason, there's no address on this. But I will look for the address and I will send it out.
All right. Thank you so much, Payal.
Anytime.
It was quite interesting watching you.
Thanks, Payal. You're really talented.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got your fingers in so many pies.
Yeah, I need to keep doing something. Otherwise, I get very bored.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, very easily distracted. So I need to keep doing something.
Kyle, any new hobbies you have cultivated during this 1 year?
Nothing. I've been killing fish nowadays. So So we've got a not new, but we've just changed the fish tank to real plants inside it. So I've been happily killing the fish by putting the wrong medicine inside it. I can teach that also, very easy.
Yeah.
So my daughters are very sad looking at the fish tank with one fish less every 2 days.
You need to handle them with care.
Can't hear this. Somebody is- Yeah.
Maybe we do one session on your soap making again.
Soap making again, you want to do it?
Yeah, we do one session. Just do a post. You can post in the group.
Okay.
Ah,
Let me figure out actually, because I've actually got, I'm taking a service tomorrow, day after actually, on Saturday.
okay.
So I have to write also for that, right?
All right. No, there's no rush to it.
Yeah.
Whenever you're free, whenever all are free, they will come. We just put a post. Would they be interested in soap making, or would they be interested in candles, or would they be interested, and then we get feedback. Then based on that feedback, you can take a call.
I think you spoke to Neil also, right? So he said he was going to do cheese.
Cheese?
Yeah.
Ah, no, but that still time for that is.
Okay, there's time for that. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
So he's a good friend. So he was telling me, I was just telling him, this is what I do sometimes. He sounded interested.
Ah, you're talking of, yeah. But then I think I told him to make it. He's not camera friendly like you, I think.
He's old and bald.
Bald is also beautiful.
Bald is beautiful, but he's not old. What old? I'm 70 plus here almost. What old
Okay.
is?
No, he's not that old.
Oh, don't lie.
He's
I came back, you said 60.
See,
Now
I
you're
have
saying
aged
70.
well. He has aged
Yeah,
well.
he's around 40, 45, he told me. You're your classmate, I think.
Pardon?
Was he in your class? You all studied together or something?
Yes. Classmate.
But he said he's a little bit not very camera friendly, kind of. He's a bit nervous to face the crowds.
I don't think.
Achha, that's what he was trying to tell me. Yeah, that's what he was trying to tell me.
Possible. Everyone has a
Please,
different personality sometimes. So.
Yeah.
Like I'm used to being on stage and on camera. So for me, it doesn't make a difference.
So let's see. We'll have to slowly cajole him and bring him on board. So, but that may take another.
So even this jewelry I only have made. If you can see this.
Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. You just bought these crystal. What are rings there? Yeah, rings something. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, rings.
Acha.
Beautiful.
So Deepika Padukone wears these.
Acha.
What you made?
Yes.
Kya baat hai. So you have to teach us then. Then we'll tell Deepika. We also learned.
Yeah.
Put your contact
Actually
number on the
depends on
group.
how well placed you are. How many people know you, So people take your stuff because of that.
And the neck piece?
She hasn't bought it from me, but she wears my stuff.
And the neck piece, Payal?
Yeah?
What is in your neck is also made by you?
Yes. And this is the kind of stuff I've been making nowadays.
Looking very pretty.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, some metal?
No, it's.
So this is actually acetate. You know what your glasses are made of, no?
Okay.
You can see this?
Yeah.
So this is how.
Yeah, very pretty. Very, very pretty.
Oh. And the gold
One session
also?
on this.
These are brass.
Okay.
These are brass with a plate. These are electro-plated brass. Because this comes into costume jewelry, no?
Yeah.
So that's it. So when considering I never liked jewelry, I suddenly started making it. It's all God's favor. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And because I don't like heavy stuff, these are super light. They're hardly 1 gram each. Roy doesn't wear earrings. He doesn't realize difference.
Okay. But
So
Roy
what's
has
that?
a
No,
big wife.
I'm just looking at that color combination. So pretty it is, you know.
Pretty, no?
Gold and your chain, gold
Yeah.
and that
Green.
turquoise or whatever it is.
It's
Yeah.
actually jade.
Jade,
Jade.
huh?
Okay.
Jade color.
Jade color, jade and gold.
Yeah.
Combination
So I have
looks
lots of
very-
colors of these. I have pinks, I have blues. Because nowadays nobody's wearing real jewelry and going out also.
Correct.
Yes.
And plus these are non-allergic. So you'll never get an allergy to this.
Okay.
If you wear other cost because they're plastic based. No, it's a kind of a plastic.
Yeah.
So and it doesn't look plastic actually.
But when you bought these rings, how do you join these rings? Loop them up.
I have lots of tools for that.
We'll do another class on that then.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Very difficult to do a class because I've got glue, I've got a hammer, I've got different types of things. So I can show you what my toolkit looks like. If I can take this and go. Yeah. So I'm going into my studio right now. My workshop, what I call.
Oof.
Okay. No. But if you got two rings, how did you loop the two rings on your neck? To make it a chain.
There must be some opening for them to interlock.
Yeah. No. See, you must have. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hmm. We can figure out in another class then.
Yeah. But she says that she has to take hammer and tongs, no?
Plier, she's showing us.
Yeah. She's showing
Yeah,
us a
pliers.
pliers.
Different types of pliers.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, these are all the
While
tools you need
you
for that.
only show us two rings, how did you join?
Two rings, how do I join? 1 second, I'm looking for some rings so I can join it for you.
Because this is not metal that you can solder it.
I don't solder it as that. So they get interlocked. Different rings have different ways of working. The acetate is taking. So see, these are the similar steps to what I'm wearing now.
Yeah. No, now you have got those two rings. Let's say
Yeah,
these
so
are my
that is,
two
I'm just
rings.
thinking if there are
Like
rings
this.
in these actually.
No, Payal, if you look at me,
No, there's
How
a
do you
box.
interlock the rings?
how do you see? Look at my fingers. These are the two rings. How do you put
Yeah.
them together like this?
So then each of these have a little cut in it.
Ah,
So you have to first.
these are flexible, malleable, or?
Yeah, so you can see I've taken it out here.
Okay.
And this is a golden one I'm going to pull out. See, again, see, this is the problem. You can't see it properly. You can see this.
Yeah, got it.
No, we didn't see.
Acha. All I
You
want a
have-
small cut on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like how your metal rings are, no? Same. way.
Yeah.
See, this has come out. And that is certain angle. You have to hold them both together and
Just slide them into one to other. Acha. But it won't come out again.
no, it won't come until you twist it in that specific angle. It's like a puzzle.
Okay.
So you can see I'm pulling it.
It's worth learning, man.
Yeah.
See this.
Yeah, super.
So it's not going to come out until I do it like this.
Correct.
Mm.
The same way you slide it in, you twist it and turn it.
Yeah. And you can keep pulling it, nothing happens. Like even this you can keep pulling it, nothing will happen.
Okay.
But if I turn it and twist it in a certain angle,
All right, all right.
Make them off. Yeah.
Super.
With
So
different types of.
they come with the slit or you slit them?
No,
they
these come
come-
with a slit. Metal ones don't have a slit. The metal ones you need to spread out, open it up a little bit.
Okay.
I don't have a metal one here.
There is that golden one, and isn't that metal in your hand, left hand?
These all acetate only.
All acetate. Okay.
It's all acetate. So these are actually, I've bought them to distribute in my children's school actually.
Okay.
Even these glasses change, you can see, I made this also.
Wow.
You know? So I was using a metal one, but because of the heat, this
Yeah.
is what I was. Because of the
Yes.
heat, this metal kind of gets very hot on the neck.
Yeah.
And then it gets itchy.
Ah. So you don't feel the
So
heat with these.
Pardon?
With this plastic, you don't feel the heat.
No, you don't feel the heat, no? Because when you start sweating, what happens? The metal starts getting sticky against your neck. How your gold chain starts irritating, no? Sometimes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Same. With this plastic, you don't feel anything. See?
Okay. Mm.
And with me, it's a reading glasses. So sometimes I need it, sometimes I don't.
Okay. Mm.
So I keep it on my neck, so it's more comfortable that way.
Okay.
So this is this. Any other questions, things? I'm open for question answers later also.
Yeah, the group is
Okay.
open now for people to post. And in the
Yeah.
meantime, I'll just think of something else. Whenever you can come again.
I keep
Yes,
doing
Payal.
something. And I'll take you for a service also one day.
Not only you keep busy, you keep us also busy.
So I can start preaching scripture also, no problem. That's what I love doing.
Yes, we are fine with scripture also.
So what do you want to speak about? We can start speaking.
No, not now.
See, talking about the Bible is one of my favorite pastimes. Seriously.
Yeah.
Glorifying the Lord is again one of something I love doing. And I do a lot
Yes.
of it.
And that
And
is
all
what we
this
must do.
is God-given talent, nothing else.
Yeah.
See, we are the people who are walking around with the candle stand, and whoever has lit their candle, we are asking them to keep it on the candle stand so that the light spreads all over.
Yeah, true. No, that is why you've been given a gift, no, so you can show it to others.
Yeah. That's
Even
why
the word says, no, people who light a candle, you don't hide it under your bed.
The bush. Yeah. You keep it at the top.
You keep it on top so others can also, benefit from it.
Benefit from the light. Yeah. Thank you, Payal. That was a lovely session.
Anytime. Anytime. So now I'm still busy doing this.
Yeah. We hope you can come again with something else also.
Let me figure out what. In fact, I'm actually I have an order for soaps, but it will be something I've already done. So that's the only thing.
Doesn't matter. It's a refresher course for us.
Yeah.
Okay, we have got some baby soaps to do actually.
Okay.
So it's like a refresher. We'll once again remember,
So maybe next week we can do soap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever.
Okay.
You give the time and I'll block it up here.
Okay, so let me just make sure I have all my stuff for it.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
God bless everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Payal.
God bless you
You've
too.
been very
Bless
kind
God.
to arrive
Bye.
at such a short notice. Chalo, I'll take your leave.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you. I'm to get out of